Sup y'all, it's Blue here, and today I'm going to talk about one of my favorite video game characters, Sonic the Hedgehog. However, this video is not about his video game version, but rather his entire 24-year run in Archie Comics' Sonic the Hedgehog. We will be looking at all of his feats from pre-Genesis to post-Genesis wave to see how overpowered this version of Sonic actually is. With that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and join my Discord server down below. With that out of the way, let's begin. Let's start off with Archie Sonic's AP. Sonic should be relative, or just be straight up stronger than the Red Echidna, Knuckles. He and Knuckles, in their clash, destroyed an entire zone. Zones in Archie are stated multiple times to be universal in size. Base Knuckles, not even Hyper Knuckles, can just shred a Chaos Emerald like it's nothing, despite half of a Chaos Emerald being able to create an entire zone, and also taking the same explosion when Sonic and Knuckles clash unscathed. Further evidence of these universal levels of power is when he fought on par with Ixis, who created the Zone of Silence. The Zone of Silence is an alternate dimension of reality that, in Eggman's own words, isn't a dimension with finite proportions, implying the Zone of Silence is infinite in size. So yeah, Sonic having these universal levels of power is pretty consistent. However, this is nowhere near Sonic's best showings. Super Sonic, along with Hyper Knuckles and Turbo Tails, were able to hurt first tenor Mogul. Mogul has the power of the Chaos Force, which can destroy the infinite realities in the Sonic multiverse and recreate it. It's also stated that the Sonic multiverse is infinite in size with infinite variations on infinite possibilities. Mogul was also going to destroy every zone in existence as well. During the Worlds Collide crossover event, Sonic was going to undo the Super Genesis wave with Chaos Control, but Eggman interfered, causing the multiverse to collapse on itself. Now this feat is very impressive for two reasons. Firstly, Sonic's Chaos Control is able to collapse the multiverse, which I already said is infinite. But the main reason why this is an impressive feat is due to the undoing the Super Genesis wave. The Super Genesis wave was implied by the writers to destroy the Chaos Force itself. The Chaos Force exists beyond space and time on a higher plane of existence compared to the Sonic multiverse, which would be a fifth dimensional feat and Sonic scales to it. The last feat that matters for Sonic is when he and Mega Man defeated Sigma. Sigma was not only empowered by the infinite multiverse, but he also stated that he will transcend all limitations. Now, there are two ways of interpreting this. Either he's just transcending the multiverse, which would be 5D, or he's not only transcending the multiverse, but he will be transcending the Chaos Force, or at least the dimensional tier the Chaos Force would be, which is 5D. So transcending would be 6D or low complex multiversal. Keep in mind that we don't actually see him transcending all limitations, and I've yet to see a scan where he actually does it. But if he actually did, that's where he would scale. Next, we move on to the most iconic part of Sonic's character, his speed. I'll go over his lower end feats to some of his higher end feats. Sonic was able to hit a ball and do all this before you can hear the crack of the bat, which would be Mach 4.46 or Supersonic Plus. He's not only faster than lightning, but he's also able to move in between raindrops, which would be Mach 528 or massively hypersonic. Sonic can burrow in time to avoid some meteors, which would be anywhere from Mach 484 on a low end or Mach 3165, which is massively hypersonic to massively hypersonic plus. Now these feats may be cool and all, but these feats are nothing compared to his higher end feats. We're going to go into Sonic's most famous speed feat, throwing water at a tenth of a femtosecond. This feat has been calced to 23 million times the speed of light, though that is not Sonic's most impressive speed feat. Sonic is able to run across the cosmic interstate, where Zone Cop states that every Sonic in the multiverse was called upon. Now, there are some contentions with this feat, since we know the multiverse is infinite in size, on top of having infinite possibilities. Sonic would have had to grab an infinite amount of Sonics, which would be an infinite speed feat. The issue people have with this feat is that there weren't that many Sonics present at the event. Another counter, though, is that it would be impossible to draw an infinite amount of Sonics on a page, as obviously that's physically impossible. Though there is another counter to that, which you can make, is that if there were truly an infinite amount of Sonics, why didn't the comic just confirm there were an infinite amount? I'll leave the argument, which argument is correct, up to you. But if you think he only grabbed a finite amount of Sonics, this feat would be 1.636 sextillion times the speed of light. If you think he grabbed an infinite amount of Sonics, this would be an infinite speed feat. Last but not least, Sonic's most impressive speed feat. One of Wily's goons used Time Stopper on Sonic. And not only was Sonic able to move, he also called Time Stop too slow, quote unquote, which was a pretty wild line. This is a textbook inaccessible speed feat, which is being able to move where there is no time or time doesn't exist. Now onto Archie Sonic's hexes/resistances, and oh boy, he has a lot of them. First, we should talk about Sonic's power rings. These rings have quite a lot of uses, as they all can grab nearly any range of abilities from the user, like increasing Sonic's physical capabilities. Some examples of what these rings can do are restore stolen speed, give Sonic knowledge, can age someone like when Amy Rose used them to increase her age, and they can also be used to create portals to other dimensions. But all of these rings are nothing compared to the 1 billionth ring, which gave him a passive aura that protects him from all kinds of abilities. Here are some examples. In his fight with Hedgehog, who possessed Knuckles' body, Sonic was not affected by Affinitivist's spell, which should nullify anyone's ability to utilize the Master Emerald's powers when he went supersonic. There were many times that Sonic resisted mind control, even when Eggman was able to finally roboticize him in the Mecha Madness saga. And by the way, it was confirmed by the writers that this aura was responsible for him returning to normal, if you're wondering. Other abilities Sonic has are phasing, pressure point combat, non-physical interaction by beating the crap out of his own shadow, force field creation, a minor form of acausality since he's able to remember events that are erased from the timeline, and he's able to revive others. However, that is not base Sonic's best hexes, as it's stated that fate itself bends to Sonic, meaning it's some sort of passive victory-induced fate manipulation. Now we should go over Sonic's ability to manipulate the energy known as Chaos Energy. Chaos basically gives you a whole catalog of abilities. Some of these abilities are basic things like time stopping and other stuff. The strongest ability of Chaos is Chaos Control, which can rewrite or undo reality, such as him using it to undo the Super Genesis wave and rewrite his multiverse, which would be reality warping and fate manipulation. Now we should get onto Sonic's transformations. Let's start off with Supersonic. Supersonic gives Sonic flight, space-time manipulation, positive energy that passively negs dark magic, and reality warping via undoing the Super Genesis wave. And Supersonic is a 1000 times multiplier. Now we get on to Sonic's most powerful transformation, Ultrasonic. Now we don't know the multiplier of Ultrasonic. All we know is that it's stronger than Supersonic by an unquantifiable difference. Plus, Ultrasonic doesn't have that many appearances. But from what we've seen, he's able to move time forward by running laps around the Earth, can passively adapt his form to adjust to the environment, transforming into Polar Sonic, Solar Sonic, and Eco Sonic when speeding through the Southern Tundra, Great Desert, and Great Rainforest. He can BFR you to the Zone of Silence, and he's able to manipulate matter such as turning air into water, for example. Now we don't see Sonic being able to manipulate the molecules of living things. We do know characters like Hedgehog are able to manipulate the molecules of others. It's not out of the question to say Sonic has this ability. Last thing I'll go over about hacks is this. We see Sonic be able to manipulate, stop, or just write the narrative entirely, which is some blatant plot manipulation. In conclusion, Sonic should scale to Multiversal Plus, to the 5th dimensional ranges of power, massively faster than light to inaccessible speeds, and many hacks that will give your favorite verse some trouble. Anyway, that's it for this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you want to see more of Archie in the future, as there are many versus matchups for Archie like Wally and Xenogoku. With that being said, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.